Days of Our Lives fans, get ready. Tuesday, February 25th, is bringing us shocking betrayals, unexpected romance, and major revelations. Gabby Hernandez will face an unthinkable rejection, Stephanie Johnson will start to suspect the impossible, and Jada Hunter will find herself torn between passion and the past. As secrets unfold and tensions rise, let's break down all the jaw-dropping moments ahead in Salem. Gabby Hernandez is about to face the shock of her life. She has always counted on her brother Rafe to be her rock, the one person she could always turn to in times of crisis. But that unshakable bond is about to be shattered. Everything takes a dark turn when Gabby discovers that Rafe has been engaging in reckless behavior, including a wild night with an exotic dancer. Outraged and confused, she confronts him, demanding an explanation. But instead of remorse or a reasonable excuse, Rafe does something she never expected. He turns on her with cold indifference. As Gabby's frustration boils over, she lashes out, unable to believe that her brother would act so recklessly. She accuses him of losing himself, of becoming someone she doesn't even recognize. But rather than fight back with the usual warmth and protectiveness she has come to expect, Rafe lashes out in return, telling her to stay out of his business and, shockingly, out of his life. Before she can even process what's happening, he forces her out of the Hernandez home, slamming the door in her face. This isn't just an argument between siblings. This is something deeper, something more unsettling. Standing on the doorstep, exiled from the place she once called home, Gabby is left shaken to her core. The man who just cast her aside, was that really Rafe? Could the brother she's always known and trusted truly be this heartless? The questions swirl in her mind. Why is he acting so out of character? What has changed him so drastically? And most importantly, is it possible that the man behind that door isn't really her brother at all? As uncertainty grips her, Gabby realizes that something is very, very wrong, and she is determined to get to the bottom of it. Meanwhile, Stephanie Johnson finds herself in an unsettling situation that doesn't add up. She has always known Rafe Hernandez to be a man of unwavering integrity, a calm and collected presence, someone who wouldn't act on impulse. But now, his behavior is erratic, his mannerisms slightly off, and worst of all, he's doing things that are completely out of character. When Rafe suddenly leans in and tries to kiss her, Stephanie is left utterly stunned. It's a moment that feels so wrong, so completely unlike the Rafe she knows, that a chill runs down her spine. Something isn't right. Shaken and deeply unsettled, Stephanie turns to Alex Kuriakis, hoping to make sense of what she just experienced. Together, they start reviewing Rafe's recent behavior, piecing together every odd interaction, every moment where he seemed different. They go over everything: the unexplained hostility, the sudden impulsiveness, the reckless decisions that don't align with the man they've always known. The deeper they dig, the more they realize that something doesn't fit. As the clues begin to align, a terrifying thought starts to creep into Stephanie's mind. Could it be possible that the man they see isn't really Rafe at all? What if this is something much bigger than a simple personality shift? What if the real Rafe is out there somewhere, trying to escape, trying to reach them, but unable to? The mystery thickens, and Stephanie knows she's on the edge of uncovering something truly shocking. But the real question is, will she figure it out before it's too late? At Sean Brady's place, the night is charged with undeniable electricity. The chemistry between him and Jada Hunter has been simmering beneath the surface for weeks, and now, it finally boils over. Caught in the intensity of the moment, Jada surrenders to passion, allowing herself to be swept away by the heat of Sean's embrace. For the first time in a long while, she feels wanted, desired, and momentarily free from the emotional burdens that have weighed her down. But when the passion fades and reality sets in, so does the ache of unresolved emotions. As she lays beside Shawn, his arm draped over her, a wave of doubt washes over her. She stares at the ceiling, her heart pounding, not from excitement, but from the unsettling realization that something still lingers within her. A name, a memory, a feeling she can't shake. Rafe Hernandez. No matter how hard she tries to push him from her mind, he remains a part of her, an unspoken presence in the shadows of her heart. Her breath catches as guilt creeps in, twisting in her chest. She wanted this. She wanted to move on, to lose herself in Shawn and let the past stay buried where it belongs. And yet, it refuses to stay buried. Taking a deep breath, she turns to Shawn, her voice barely above a whisper. "I need to be honest with you," she says, her fingers tracing the fabric of the sheets as she gathers her courage. "I thought I was ready for this, for us. But a part of me is still tied to Rafe." Shawn tenses, his expression shifting as he processes her words. The room, once filled with warmth and intimacy, now feels heavier, as if an unseen force has settled between them. He exhales slowly, searching her face for answers she doesn't even have for herself. Is this a confession that will push them apart? Or will Shawn fight to prove that he's the one she should be with? And more importantly, does Jada even know what, or who, she truly wants? With emotions tangled and uncertainty looming, one thing is clear. Her heart is far from settled, and this night may have just opened the door to a love triangle she never saw coming. Across town in Salem, Chad DiMera finds himself caught in a moment he never anticipated. What was supposed to be a casual lunch with Marlena Evans takes an unexpected turn when fate intervenes, leading him straight back to her. Kat Green, the woman he thought he had left behind. The woman he convinced himself he was done with. But as their eyes meet across the cafe, something shifts. The world around them seems to blur, if only for a second, as the weight of their shared past presses between them. Marlena, sensing the unspoken tension, politely steps away, leaving Chad and Kat alone in the space that suddenly feels far too intimate. The air is thick with things unsaid, emotions that neither of them had fully confronted. They sit there, lingering over their drinks, their gazes locked in a silent battle between what once was and what could have been. Chad clears his throat, his fingers drumming lightly against the table. "I didn't expect to see you here." Kat's lips curve into a small, knowing smile. "Neither did I." The simplicity of the exchange does little to mask the intensity simmering beneath the surface. Time may have passed, and life may have pulled them in different directions, but the pull between them remains undeniable. For a brief moment, Chad wonders, is this fate giving them another chance? Or is it merely a reminder of a chapter that should have stayed closed? The tension crackles between them, neither one willing to be the first to break the moment. The unspoken words dance in the air, questions neither of them dare voice. Will this unexpected reunion rekindle what once burned so brightly? Or will Chad hold firm to his decision to move forward, leaving their unfinished business forever unresolved? As the seconds stretch into something deeper, more charged, Chad realizes, whatever happens next could change everything. Tuesday's episode of Days of Our Lives is shaping up to be an unforgettable mix of drama, romance, and emotional turmoil. Gabby finds herself reeling from an unexpected and painful rejection. Will she rise above the heartbreak or seek revenge? Meanwhile, Stephanie's unease continues to grow as she pieces together troubling clues about a mystery that could change everything. Jada is caught in an emotional storm, torn between past feelings and her uncertain future, while Chad's love life becomes even more entangled, leaving him at a crossroads. With so many lives in flux, one question remains: who will seize control of their destiny, and who will be left in the ruins of heartbreak and betrayal? As tensions escalate in Salem, the stakes have never been higher. Gabby may be heartbroken now, but will she uncover the real reason behind Rafe's uncharacteristic behavior before it's too late? Stephanie and Alex are closer than ever to cracking the case, but will they connect the dots in time to stop an unfolding disaster? And as Jada battles her unresolved emotions for Rafe, how will this turmoil impact her fragile relationship with Shawn? One thing is for sure: nothing in Salem stays buried for long, and the drama is only just beginning. What do you think will happen next? Will Gabby fight back after being cast aside? Can Stephanie and Alex solve the mystery of Rafe before things get worse? And is Jada heading for heartbreak, or will she find clarity in her complicated love life? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Days of Our Lives updates, because in Salem, nothing is ever as it seems.